Hey folks, quick update. Just saw the market close. Didn't even follow it. Up 2,000, 2,100 points or something like that. And already seeing on social media the suckers getting lured into an ambush. Hey, everything's great. This is the bottom and all clear has sounded. There's Wall Street isms or whizisms, whatever you want to call them. And one of them is buy the rumor, sell the news. So the deal didn't even get passed, signed, or whatever during trading hours, but people are pushing this market up. Remember folks, this is trading going on right now. This isn't investing. This isn't long-term investing. Guys are in this market for about an hour or if that, and swing trading. So algorithmic black box trading systems are firing and trying to make money, and a lot of shorts in this market also getting squeezed on days like today. Like I told my members last night, this is the easy money's been made. The implosion happened. That was easy. That was like shooting fish in a barrel, unless you didn't listen, and then you got wiped out. Now we're going to chop around this sideways, 1,000 up, 2,000 down, 1,000 down, 2,000 up type of stuff. Until when? Well, Thursday morning, folks, at 8:30 Thursday morning, the weekly unemployment claims come out. There's probably going to be millions. I'm not even going to speculate. Goldman Sachs, all these guys coming out with different numbers about what the weekly unemployment claims are going to be. They're going to be astoundingly bad. People are losing their jobs by the hour, man, and they're going to be awful. So as really bad macroeconomic data come out, the market's going to retest. It's going to retest the lows. I have to remind you, in my 28 years of doing this is not panic selling. I just sent out to my afterburner thread a Bloomberg story today about 500,000 millionaires in America aren't millionaires anymore. That's when the panic selling is going to happen in the market, when these people start dumping stocks, start dumping gold, start dumping Picassos, start dumping cars and jewelry for living expenses. Those 500,000 millionaires, folks, didn't live in favelas in Brazil. They probably live in pretty big houses, and the mortgage payments come in due. So again, on days like today, I got done with my brief, posted my comments about the Andrew Cuomo press conference, got excoriated by inverted Trump derangement syndrome people, which cracked me up just as much as the Barack Hussein Obama sycophants cracked me up too. The guy can do no wrong. God forbid you criticize the president a little bit and you get rolled in on by the Trump. I'm a freaking Trump supporter, folks. I think Andrew Cuomo is a human piece of feces. Partial birth abortion nut, anti-gun nut, big pack tax and spend. I can't stand Andrew Cuomo. I was talking about the politics and the optics of that press conference. The media sits there and throws softball questions at him, and he hits them out of the park. He's calm. He looks presidential. He looks calm. Trump, he walks daily. The guy's got to shut up. Let Pence do his job. You appointed him to be in charge of this thing. Let Pence do it. Every time the president opens his mouth, he looks bad. And he walks into every ambush that the reporter set up for him. It's not comical, but it is comical. I'm live chatting on my afterburn thread during this. We're like, oh God, here we go. Or just stop talking. And he can't. He can't get out of the way and let Mike Pence do this. I'm a businessman, folks. I know how to read a profit and loss statement, and that's what the president is. He's not a politician. He's reading a profit and loss statement. And he's looking at the loss column right now on this P&L chart out into the future, and we're getting wiped out. I get it. There's a line on a chart, folks, that intersects with, here's the okay number of people dying, and here's the economy surviving. That's the thread or the needle that the president is trying to thread there. I don't begrudge the guy at all, man. What a difficult position. But what I'm talking about is Andrew Cuomo was like, well, the whole ventilator thing and stuff like that. So if you have inverted Trump derangement syndrome where the guy can't do anything wrong, I feel sorry for you. I criticize where criticism's due, including me, and praise where praise is due. But the optics of a Governor Cuomo press conference contrasted with a president yelling at reporters could not be more stark. I mean, they've been hiding Joe Biden. Joe Biden doesn't even know where Joe Biden is right now. Yesterday, somebody asked him that he was coming out of somewhere, and the reporter asked him something, I don't know, coronavirus related. Look at the clip online. And the guy mumbled something about Bernie Sanders joining Obama, and said, he was pushed into the car. I thought he was getting shot. Like his staffers were like, holy crap. And he was still mumbling getting into the car. That dude's done. I know he got boxed into a corner saying, well, I'm going to appoint a female running mate. Not the most qualified. Not saying it wouldn't be a female, but the whole, I'm just appointing a woman no matter what, blindly. Yeah, I think that's going to go away. And people are asking me and texting and stuff like that, like, well, how can Como do this? Folks, did you not see Bernie Sanders get screwed last election? These super delegates and the Democratic convention can do whatever the Democratic convention wants to do. And if this guy keeps riding the way he does, Andrew Como, and he's right, this thing hasn't even started yet. His cases, I forget what his exact quote was, the cases are doubling every fill in the blank. The whole, we got 300 ventilators, we need 30,000. And why do you think a United States Naval hospital ship, Comfort or Mercy, I forget which one's going to New York, the other one's out going to LA. This is, I hate to say it, man, with all the people that have already died, this hasn't hit yet. And I'm here at the Boca Hotel. It's dead. It's physically dead. The people that are here are about 90 feet away from each other. Remember, and people are getting terms wrong. And thank God the president and some other smart people came out today and finally said what I've been saying all along, folks. If you feel sick, you don't need to be tested. Listen to me. You go get tested and you have it, they're going to tell you what? Stay at home. If you got the flu, you stay at home. The only people that should be going to hospitals right now are people who need to be in the hospital. People are like, oh, I'm feeling a little sniffles and I'm going to go to the hospital and get a test. I'm like, you're going to go to the hospital where the sick people are and you're going to get it. You don't need to be tested. Doctors are going to tell you what good is the test other than telling you what you probably know. Stay at home, self-medicate, do all the shit that they tell you. But the testing thing was a media straw man, yelling at the president, when are we going to have a test for everybody in the country? And you failed at the test kits. What? You don't need it. Trust me, I got 5, 6, 7 docs that chat back and forth and everything like that. They're like, what is the testing thing? People are stupid. If you got it, you got it. And you are the one that's supposed to be in quarantine. If you have it, don't go out. If you are going out, you have to do the social distancing, right? The social distancing. So, anyway, interesting day in the market. I knew this type of thing was going to happen. That's why I don't watch it. I don't day trade. I push back from, and I enjoy life. I don't sit at the computer all day, man. I trade for maybe a half an hour. We had a great session today, live trading the Como's press conference. And then, did you see, the president never misses an opportunity to seize failure from the jaws of victory. During his little Fox News, whatever, little round table out in the Rose Garden, of course, everybody's sitting a couple people apart finally because they finally got, there you go, there's social distancing. The Boca Inlet, there's a boat of about 20 people. Okay, anyway. So the president, I guarantee you he watched Andrew Cuomo's press conference. So Dr. Burke said something about ventilators or whatever it was. And not a slight at all at anything. She was just stating a fact, and Trump leaned in. It's posted on my Facebook page. Trump leaned in and said, well, you would blame Governor Cuomo for that, right? With a smirk on his face, with a shit-eating grin on his face. Absolute disgrace. Just like his Mitt Romney comment the other night. Somebody's like, oh, Mitt Romney's self-isolating or might have it. And he's like, oh, that would really be a shame if Mitt Romney got it. And the reporter actually had to say, is that a joke, Mr. President? So again, Trump, if you're listening to this, stop talking. If you put your executive officer in charge of something, get out of his way. That's leadership 101. Lead, follower, get out of the way. And you leading right now isn't turning out to be the best thing. So tomorrow at, what's tomorrow? Wednesday? Tomorrow we have accelerated retirement at 1 p.m. Tonight we have full throttle training at 7 p.m. Eastern. Grab a bottle of wine and come and learn about long call diagonals and synthetic stocks. So here's what's pretty cool is tonight I'm going to cover, you ready for this? Perfect timing. Bullish tactics. If we're not at a bottom right now, folks, which I don't even think we're close. I think we have another 10 to 20% go. But we're pretty damn close. So maybe now, and I told my members that I might do I just touched my face, oh my God, I'm going to die. I told many of my members that we might start nibbling. And everybody, that's the financial term of this crisis is, well, I'd start nibbling here. People have been using the word nibble since the market imploded, since Donald Trump was in India. He was in India, not China. He was in India, and the market imploded. A tweet, I got all his saved tweets that he deleted. Stocks look good to me here. Dow went down like 3, 4, 5,000 points after he said stocks look good here. And the day after, he wrote, biggest one-day gain in the Dow. That next morning, he deleted that tweet because that Monday, the market was down 3,000. Do not get lured into these up days, folks. Do not do it. Sell the rips, sell into these. Don't buy the dips. I've given you my 4 proprietary buy indicators when I would buy the dip. We're not even close to any of those, okay? So hunker down, and we're going to get through this. Like I said, we are. I mean, it's a virus. It just sucks that I'm a political science major, man. Knuckle dragging kid from New Jersey. The doctors smarter than me say everybody shuts down for 2 weeks. It physically dies. There's no more hosts. But the 20 people in the boat that just went by, the 15-day clock doesn't start until we do that, until we don't have people all over each other, and this thing will die out. So it'll die out. We'll get a vaccine. This too shall pass, right? Speaking of the power of now, or Buddhism, or whatever, remember, enjoy the good times while they last, and while they last, and know the shitty times aren't going to last. It's the whole idea of impermanence, and things are transitory, right? You're never going to get this moment back again. Me starting this little video ain't going to happen again. That moment's already happened. So live for now, live for the present. I'm going to enjoy hanging out with the kids and throwing the football in the pool. Going to head home and get ready for tonight's brief at 7 p.m. Okay, long call diagonals and synthetic stock. For those of you who are wondering, like, hey man, I'm going to go Gordon Gekko on this thing. Speaking of Gordon Gekko, real quick, has anybody seen Warren Buffett? If we were anywhere close to a bottom, Warren Buffett, the Oracle of Omaha, would be coming out with both hands and saying, love it here. He rescued Goldman Sachs. He got, what, 15% warrants when Goldman Sachs was going to implode in the financial crisis? Waltzed in and saved Goldman Sachs. Maybe that's, if I have 4 proprietary buy indicators, that would be like 4.5. It's not a full one, but it's, if Warren Buffett had a press conference tomorrow and said, love America, I'm buying more Coca-Cola or whatever his cherry Coke he drinks every day. That might be a good indicator when the Oracle comes out. Oracle's been silent, man, and that should give you a little bit of a heads up of maybe where his mindset's at, okay? All right, have a great rest of your day. I'll see many of you tonight at 7 o'clock. That's 1900 for you military types, and have a great rest of your night. I'll see you at 7, or I'll talk to you tomorrow. God bless.